Hello there, wonderful people. Coach Mel B over here. I am a holistic life coach, an energy healer, and a motivational speaker, and also an award-winning author. Welcome to my channel. We are 900 plus subscribers in here. I'm so excited because we are reaching 1,000 subscribers very soon. So if you are here for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let us grow this community together. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always watching my channel and recommending it to your friends. I know some of you do that. You'll also even show me screenshots of that. Thank you so much. So this channel is all about spirituality, it's about healing, it's about well-being and transformation. But more importantly, it's about healing, I think if you have watched many of my uh, um, videos and all that, you will know that I stand for healing. So healing is one of the important things, and I believe that God did not create human beings so that they can create more problems and troubles for themselves, but he created us as human beings so that we can solve or resolve problems that we have as humanity. Okay, so one of the problems is trauma, so that is the reason why we have this book today, and we're going to review it. So many people would ask, do I read this book if I never experienced trauma and all that? But I'm saying, guys, whether you have experienced trauma or not, trauma affects you. And why do I say that? Let's take for an example the time of apartheid, what black people went through in South Africa, the time of apartheid. That is traumatic enough to change how you view money, or the people who lived there then, how they viewed money, how they viewed themselves, how they understood love, how they understood love from another person romantically. All right. And if that is not healed, it will be transferred to the generation that, from one generation to the other. And basically, many of us, even though some people who were never raped, lost a loved one, or experienced any other traumatic thing in their lives, they are actually being breastfed trauma from their DNA in their lineage. Okay, so this book is all about resolving those problems and actually understanding what are those problems and resolving them. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about chapter from one chapter to the other, and what is it that I'm achieving with the chapter. Every chapter has its own story and its own goal of what is it that you can expect, and how you can heal yourself. And the book is all about how you can heal yourself, girl. Okay, so let us begin. In chapter 1, I talk about a beautiful mess. And what is a beautiful mess? A beautiful mess is a life of pretense, a life of looking like you have it all figured out, but behind closed doors there's nothing that is figured out. And I was living that life. I'm sharing also my story in there. I was living that life of pretending to be something or somebody that I'm not, and how I was guided by God to live this life that you guys are seeing now. By then I was not this person, but I was guided. So in this chapter I talk about my wounds and traumas, and you can relate to that, and how God, the spirit inside of us would guide us to healing ourselves. So I would make, for an example, you are living a life of you got it all figured out, the cars, the money, and all that, but you have a manifestation in your life, maybe particularly in relationships, that you are manifesting, toxic relationships and all that, but it's a way of the spirit in you, the higher self, or the God in you, leading you to your healing, because you have to heal yourself in order for you to experience ease, abundance, wealth, and all that. You can experience that, but you have to listen to the voice within. And part of this chapter, I also talk about how you can listen to the voice within you, how you can heal yourself through listening to the voice that is within you. So a beautiful mess, if you can connect to a beautiful mess, is really a very nice chapter. I love it so much. When I was guided to actually write it, I was like, God, I'm talking about relationships that I have been in, the life that I was living, and how I heard, and I know that there was one time when I shared a little bit about that I had a voice in me that was telling me that the life I was living was not my own, and I listened to that guidance, and that's how I healed myself and lived a life that is not a beautiful mess, but is a beautiful what? Whatever. And chapter 2, which I love so much. Oh, well, I love all the chapters because they were written by me, obviously. And chapter 2 is talking about when hope is lost. How many of us in here have that thing where, like, you have lost hope? I've heard a lot of people saying, when my dad died, something in me, died as well. When this happened, something in me died as well. And when you don't look forward to life, you're just living because, I mean, you have breath, but if it was up to you, you could have killed yourself. If you had the courage, you could have killed yourself. I also talk about that in the book, where I wanted to kill myself because I didn't look forward to life. I had lost hope towards life. And what happened to me, which is a story also I'm sharing in the book, is that when I confirmed that I was sexually abused, something in me died, literally, like, died. And it led me, when the hope died in me, when the hope was lost in me, it led me to a lot of toxicity in my life, work environments, and all of that. So I'm talking about how we can restore hope in our lives, because I do not believe that we should be there. I don't believe that we should be there. So we have to heal ourselves. We have to awaken that thing that died inside of us through healing, of course. And when we awaken that, then we can manifest the life that we want. So if that is you have lost hope in relationships. There are other people who are like, okay, fine, I'm going to get the money. I'm going to get the money, but I've lost hope in relationships. So no, I am one person who believes that you can have it all, and all at once. Okay, so if you can relate to the chapter, please buy this book. It's a very beautiful chapter. Okay, chapter 3, it talks about fighting unknown battles. Oh my goodness, I'm talking about something I had been struggling with, and I never shared it with anyone. I tried sharing it with my husband, which I couldn't even explain what it was at the time. And my husband was like, no man, that's a simple thing, and to me it was a very big thing. And some of us are fighting battles that we cannot even explain to people. We cannot even tell people that actually not the reason why I don't have money, it's because of this, because you don't even know. And some of these things are coming from the battles that um, your family has been fighting, family battles, family curses, family traumas. And some of them are coming from the things that you have experienced as you were experiencing trauma in your life or wounds in your life. And the manifestation of fighting these battles can come as self-sabotage and a lot of other things. So I am sharing about how you can heal yourself, you can understand, because when you go through a journey of healing, you have to understand what is your problem, what is your issue. So in this chapter, I'm also highlighting those type of things that can come as a manifestation of trauma or generational wounds that we are battling with. Some people are battling with the relationships, some people are battling with money, some people are battling with a lot of weight. It can come in many different manifestations. But if this is you, I ask, do buy the book. Okay, chapter 4 talks about identification with mediocrity. Yes, girl. So many of us, because we have been through painful situations. I mean, I am turning 34 now, and I know I have been through painful situations in my life. Some are big, some are small, and all that. But at times when you have been going through something traumatic in your life for the longest period of your life, you would think that is you. You will start identifying yourself as that painful thing. So, your soul or your energy would always want to have more of that thing, even though your conscious self wants a different thing. So I also explain how you can heal yourself from identification of mediocrity. Girl, yes. Okay, chapter 5 is money and wounds. Oh my God. The wounds of money, we have inherited them. Let me tell you something. The reason why we don't have money today, the reason why people are in debt today, is because of the things that we have inherited, maybe from your parents, and also maybe from the people that lived before you that you don't even know, the fifth generation that lived before you that you don't know. So, if you have money issues, I ask that you buy this book because it's going to help you awaken something. And when we heal ourselves, we always say awareness is the key. So when you become aware of what is it that is talking you to taking more debts, for you to have money, there's a story somewhere here where I talk about that I would have money, but it wouldn't finish the whole month. Why? That is a manifestation of something in your life. So if you can relate to that, the book is all yours. Okay. And chapter 6 is an overgiver, or we can talk, we can say a people's pleaser. I never in my wildest dream thought I was a people's pleaser or an overgiver, because I don't give out money. So I thought, no, I'm not. But only to find out as I was doing my healing that I am actually at some point in my life, I am actually an overgiver or a people's pleaser. And that is actually a manifestation of a wound that comes with being abandoned. So to me, it was the time when I was sexually abused that I felt abandoned. So when trauma or pain, when you go through something, there are some emotions or energy that you inherit from that pain. Some people inherit abandonment, some people inherit a whole lot of other things, right? So um if you are struggling with people pleasing, syndrome, or an overgiver, this is the book for you. You will understand why is it that you are a people's pleaser and how you can heal yourself. The last chapter with it, which is chapter 7, it's parental wounds. And one of the things that is a manifestation of parental wounds is deadbeat daddies. That word, I didn't know the word until recently, that there are people who are called deadbeat daddies, meaning that they are not taking responsibility over their lives. And some of them don't know, and it goes back to what I mentioned in chapter 3 about fighting unknown battles. Let me tell you something. I'm working with men who want to take responsibility for their children, but it is as if they are fighting an unknown battle. They don't know why is it that when they want to buy something, when they want to have a relationship with their children, they always back out. They feel like, oh, it's not necessary because of the parental wounds. So your parenting style comes from your parents if you are not healed, or if your parents were not healed and then you inherit their parenting style, then it means that you are going to duplicate the same method to your children, and you might even do it worse or better, or however the way, right? So in the last chapter of the book, where I talk about parental wounds, I talk about even things that we hold for our parents unconsciously. So I mean, I had a problem with my mother, and I did not know that I unconsciously hated my mother until I became a mother too. So when you are introduced into motherhood, that's when you see what kind of a person, or what kind of parenting you have heard, you have inherited from your parents, and you have a choice to heal yourself or not. Okay, so this is all about the book. It's 150 pages of a book. It's very simple to read. Amen, girl. It's very simple to read, straightforward. And I would advise you, as a coach, I'm not allowed to advise people, but right here on my channel, I can advise you to buy the book for yourself, to know what is it that you can heal within yourself. Because we all want to have a life of, that day you have money, you have a car, you have all these things, but you can all have these things when you understand where is your energy, where is your energy living, if I could put it that way. Where are you energetically? Yeah, that's good English. Where are you energetically? If energetically you are wounded, and maybe some of the wounds are your parents' wound, your parents, or some of your wounds are that which you have experienced, which some of them I mentioned here, that which you have experienced as growing up, when growing up as a child. And when you are living in a negative energetic bubble or energetic vortex or whatever they call it, then it's hard for you to manifest a positive thing. So when you cleanse your energy, heal yourself. And sometimes when we talk about cleansing energy, healing yourself, you're thinking, oh my goodness, we have to do some rituals. Sometimes you don't even have to do anything, but make a decision that this will stop today. I mean, the Bible talks about it, that your words have power to bring life and death towards you. So you can actually, as some of the healing, even here, I would say, ask yourself this question. When you get to the root of the question, when you get the answer, then you can stop it right away. You can say, today I am stopping this. I'm stopping this manifestation in my life. I am speaking ease. I am speaking abundance. And at the end of the book, actually, there are affirmations at the end of the book. If you can see there are affirmations. These are affirmations about healing, that you permit yourself to heal. You permit your mind, your body, and spirit to heal. And if you want this book, it's 250. If you order before the 26th of April, you will get free courier or delivery. If you are around Pretoria, I'm going to try and really deliver the book to you. But if you're outside of Pretoria, then I will have to courier the book to you. Thank you for watching. Please share this information with your friends. Let us grow the community here on Facebook, and also let us grow the book sales. I love you so much. Goodbye.